Alright, welcome back. This is the Cold Steel Recon 1 XL Tanto. Might not look like that big of a knife, but I'm going to take the paramilitary 2, put it on top. You kind of get a general idea of what you're dealing with here. This is just a clone, but it's the same size as the paramilitary 2. And even opened, it just overshadows. I mean, look at that. Just give you another perspective here. Just insane. 12.2 inches overall. Let's see, I forgot how long the handle was. Handle is 7 inches long. Just to show you I'm not full of shit. There you go. You got a foot sitting in your pocket. Just give you another idea. Here's my Glock 34. It's a giant knife. One thing I have noticed, carrying it all this week, is I actually do not use a knife as often as I used to, because I would use something like this with a 3.5 inch blade. Actually, I'd use my Kershaw Emerson. I think it's like a 3.5, 3.25, something like that. I'd use it many times during the work day, and with this, I just rarely ever use it. It's just kind of a talking piece, pretty much. And it takes up over half my pocket. It's been a couple spots, like right here on the thumb stud. All the finish is worn off. And I did clean this up before this video, but all back here, since it's G10, it's pretty rough. This is like sandpaper. It's pretty rough. It was leaving marks on my keys just from the G10. I had to change up the paracord lanyard because I had an aluminum bead back here, and it was all along back through here was just covered in aluminum dust. I'm not sure if I would carry this a whole bunch. I actually did get some use out of it. There's about a 1/2 inch thick branch I had to chop using this, and it took only 3 whacks to cut straight through it. This is just an overview, though, showing you what's out there. You can get this for about 120, 140, something around there on some knife websites. I got this on eBay. I think it was like 56 or 57, something like that. I mean, it's a good knife, don't get me wrong. One thing I was kind of surprised about is the handle just consists of G10, G10 backspacer, and then the triad lock is steel. It's got a really good lockup, though. Doesn't move at all. Didn't have to tighten up any pivot screws or any of the screws on the handle. It's pretty neat, though. It's got such a good lockup. I mean, it's just, you can hear it release in the back of the blade. It's one thing I like. If you got your finger up on the very front of the handle, you can drop the blade and it's not going to cut you. Opening it's kind of a chore. I mean, you can kind of whip it. I figured if you really need it in a hurry, just push it like that. But I'm afraid of snapping that pin, so I just use the thumb stud. It's really not much of a review, just kind of give you my personal thoughts on the knife. It's not much of a everyday carry per se. Maybe if you just want to run it as a neck knife. They do make a Kydex lanyard for it. Or if you want to run it in like a small device pocket or something in your cargos or something like that, it'd be probably a lot better to carry it that way. But none of my pants do have any of those little small pockets, so it has to go in my front pocket. So there you go. Cold Steel Recon 1 XL Tanto. They also make this in a spear point. And by the way, it does come razor sharp. Let me see if I can find some paper. So there you go. Like a gigantic pocket razor. So there you go. We'll be seeing you.